Greetings. So, I figured I'd do a little economic experiment of sorts, to leave a little roadmap for other people so they could, look at it and say, hey, that guy figured it out. I can do it too. And what I'm going to start with is just showing how well you can live off practically nothing when it comes to food. When basically, I figure I could get this down to $10 a week. I'm not even kidding when I say that. And I've got about $40 worth of food, and some of this stuff I know will last probably into the month or so. So then when you calculate it, seeing how much it is, beans, rice, oatmeal, a little bit of butter, bacon ends, eggs, big giant 10-pound bag of chicken, which is only like $6. So, I only really eat chicken like that once or twice a week, tops. And so that should last about a month. Bacon ends, when I chop up the package, 3 pounds of it, put it in the freezer, that should be at least 2 to 3 months worth of bacon right there. Because in the usual situation, I'll have a pound of bacon and it'll last a month. Because I just use it as I cut it up for flavor and grease. And that's another thing. After you cook chicken, store the fat, whack the bones in half, and then make broth out of them. And then, make soup or something like that. But the point of it is, I want to show just, it's not that hard to live quite well. And people say, well, why bother? Why not? It's my answer. And then part of it has to do with no one was around to teach me this crap when I was a kid. So, there's a lot of fuck-ups and mistakes I made in my late teens and early 20s as far as just how I lived and how much I could have accomplished if I had a roadmap and a plan. Now, I fully acknowledge most people will be like, fuck that, I don't want to live like that. Okay, that's you. You do you. But I leave the roadmap there for people that decide, hey, I want to live efficiently. And here's the other thing. It's not just trucking. You can do this if you live in a van with a gym membership with showers, because you're like, hey, paying rent is really stupid. It really is. And for the jokers that tell you, well, you never really own your property. You always have to pay the government rent. Yeah, last time I checked, can you sell your rental property? No. A lot of stupid failure style thinking out there. But when I look at it, out on the road, for instance, I get enough truck stop points, and 4 times the number of gallons I get is like 25 to 30,000 points per week, and this ends up being more than enough to get 2 cat scales converted back into my paycheck because I use my points, and then I get paid back for that. So I get $25 back. I can live off that. Between a cheap track phone, where it's just a phone, talk and text for effectively $8 a month. What is that? $2 a week or something like that. You got $96 divided by 52. So you figure that out, and then you figure, laundry. What is that? $2.50 to do laundry. Maybe you could dry it in the truck. You could dry it on the clothesline. Or just dry it in there. So we're talking, you could probably live under $25 a week if you really wanted to. And why I say that is that I see these immigrants that are doing exactly that, and they're doing kick-ass. They work hard and make enough money within a few years to be able to go back to their home country and live like a king. Like, you have these young men coming over here, and they're swapping seats with family members. So they're running, the company keeps on running with just new family members. And what happens is that these people come over here, make enough in a few years to be able to go back to their home country, get married, and effectively run a solid business for the rest of their fucking lives. Now, I know you can find cheap property in America as well. Hell, my piece over in Western Washington is only $400 a year with, HOA fee of $200. Okay, $600, $50 a month, effectively. So you could retire in your 30s. And I'm leaving this as a record for other people, because eventually I'm kind of sick of the internet. So I'm like, I figured I'd be polite, leave the roadmap for other people. And if anybody happens to find it and see it, cool. If they don't, whatever. Can't say I didn't try. And then past that, it's all on you. You got to make a decision. So anyhow, this is OTR Ogre and Corgi. Like, link, and subscribe. Feel free to share it. Take it easy.